They're actually going to do it, aren't they? Arsenal are going to win the Premier League this season. That is my prediction. 3 goals conceded in 11 games. West Ham and Fulham, these were the 2 games that Arsenal needed to win to make me look at them differently to the Arsenal team we saw last season. Forget the Liverpools, the Chelseas, the Spurs, the Cities, and the United. These are the teams that Arsenal have done really well against in recent years. Last year, Raul Jimenez equalises against Arsenal in a 1-1 draw. Last year, David Moyes with West Ham beats Arsenal in the League Cup and in the Premier League. This year is a different Arsenal. This year, I am looking at Gabriel and Saliba. I don't care what anyone says anymore. I'm not hearing it. Gabriel and Saliba, the best centre-back pairing in European football right now. And that might be a bold claim. You've got Rudiger, Militao, you've got Bastoni, you've got an unbelievable centre-back partnership at Bayern Munich that have only conceded 3 goals. I don't care. This Arsenal centre-back pairing, and the fact that they've had 10 different goal scorers this season. No Odegaard today, no problem. No Madueke today, no problem. No Ben White, no Pierre Nketiah. They're missing key players, and they're still winning games. Who cares if they scored off a set piece? I'm not buying into that narrative, because that was a narrative 15, 18, 24 months ago. Now who's saying anything about them? They are a team right now that are playing like champions. And I'm not afraid to say that. I say how I feel on this channel, and I'm looking at a team that has got all the character, the mentality, the health of the squad, the quality of the squad, the managers making the right decisions. I'm looking at a team right now. I genuinely believe Arsenal win the Premier League this season. I think Arteta will do it. Make sure you go down and drop a like. Recently, the last week or so, we've had 500, 600, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. I sound like Booker T giving it 5 time. We've had 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 likes. Go down, smash that like button. Please hit the hype button as well on the video. It really, really helps the channel out. And the road to 100K is well and truly on. 93% of you that have watched the content the last 90 days have not subscribed. So please go down and smash that subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts and how you are feeling after the Premier League is back. Now, I want to talk about the Arsenal lineup, then we'll get into the goal and we'll get into the overall match reaction. David Raya. Arsenal have reduced. This is what's crazy. This is what's crazy, right? Arsenal have reduced Fulham. Fulham, I think it was as well West Ham. And I think it was as well Nottingham Forest. Those 3 teams combined only had 1 shot on target. Olympiacos, 3 shots on target. We're looking at Leeds United, 1 shot on target. 5 teams combined have only had 4 shots on target this season. The way everyone talks about that Arsenal backline, and yes, it is incredible defensive unit, but you've got to start looking in front. That midfield of Zubimendi and Rice in a double pivot, for me, is up there now. I really like Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo. I really like Tulani and Brulo. I'm looking at these 2 now. The way Zubimendi just sits and sweeps up and protects that back line. Declan Rice has now been converted into a box-to-box central midfielder who we've seen at the Bernabeu can do the defensive, apply the defensive capabilities to his game. We've seen at the Emirates against Real Madrid him provide an unbelievable offense into unreal free kicks. But I'm looking at that unit right now, the way they protect that back line, like the fact that they've reduced those teams to 1 shot on target or 4 or 5 shots on target. Liverpool, 1 shot on target, which was that unbelievable free kick by Szoboszlai, right? Champions League against Bilbao, which was a really, really tough game. Away as well, 2 shots on target. They make it so difficult for you to create space and for you to get your shot away. The front line today, Gyökeres, I thought we had a really good game. you can tell the goals are coming. Anyone who's getting on his back saying he's finished, he's a flop, etc. The same way I don't believe people should be getting on Xavi Simons' back. The same way I don't believe people should be getting on Florian Wirtz's back. Bukayo Saka today had Ryan Sessegnon on absolute skin. Like skin? Had him on skin? Had him on skates. That's what I meant. Had him on skin. I've got no idea what I'm talking about there. Yeah, you look at the Arsenal bench today. Marino, Norgard, Martinelli, Nwaneri, Dauman, Lewis Skelly, missing key players today. I thought Odegaard, they're missing Odegaard first half. You could see the way that Odegaard leads the press, the way that he plays them defense, splitting, backline passes. But you look at the players they were missing today, Madueke, Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, and Odegaard, they are going to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. First half was a very, very, very physical, even game. Fulham had a number of shots, could not get any shot on target, couldn't really penetrate that David Reyes and the Arsenal backline. Didn't really look a huge threat. And Arsenal get through the first half unscathed, and then, they score. I always talk about the halftime team talk, how important that 15 minutes is for the manager to regroup, try and, calm everything down, because it's a pressured environment. Fulham away is not an easy place to go. Only Man City have gone there and won this season, in which was a 2-0 win. I'm looking around at the Arsenal team today. Why is Siri talking to me? Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I look at that back line of Arsenal. It wasn't really tested. Fulham kept missing chances. They get a corner just before the hour mark. Saka puts in a really good free kick, and there is Gabriel to flick on towards the back post, and Leandro Trossard becomes the 10th different goal scorer this season for Arsenal, which is just absolutely insane. They end up scoring. It's a good finish. They then could have had a penalty. Saka is fouled. On the balance of play, he does get a touch on the ball. I think it's the right decision. However, what I would say, the inconsistencies of the referees this season, on another day, that will be given as a penalty. However, this single incident, I don't think is a penalty, and I think the referee gave it as the right decision. Arsenal then, 8 or 9 minutes added on, and they ended up seeing it out, and they are currently sitting top of the tree, with 3 goals conceded. Like, I don't think you understand how nuts that is. 3 goals conceded in 11 games. Clean sheet in the League Cup against Port Vale, clean sheets against Olympiacos and Bilbao in the Champions League. And they've played Newcastle away. They've played Liverpool away. They've played Manchester United away. They've played Manchester City at home. 4 really tough games. 15 goals conceded. 3rd best attack in the league right now. But the outright best defense, the best goal difference, only by 1. But they look really, really good. And I said this was, I feel, their toughest fixture in terms of league coming up. Crystal Palace today did really well to come back from 2-0 down, end up drawing 3-3. Jean-Philippe Mateta got a hat-trick. And that is what Arsenal will be facing, next weekend. Before that, Tuesday, they've got a game against Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid, in which I believe they will win. And I'm looking at that November period will tell me everything I need to know about this Arsenal team if I am right in saying they will win the league. When you play Chelsea away, Harry Kane's Bayern Munich right now, who's arguably the best forward in the world of football right now, the amount of goals he's scoring, and then Thomas Frank, we will be travelling to the Emirates. I'm looking at that team. Brighton, they should be winning in the League Cup. Burnley, Sunderland, Slavia Prague, Palace, and Atletico Madrid. I think they win their next 6. And I put a video out a couple of days ago saying that I do believe this Arsenal team look like champions. I do believe that this Arsenal team have a lot of good things about them. And I do think that the pressure is on Liverpool. And I think I was absolutely right, because when you look at the match stats today, 63% possession, XG much, much higher for Arsenal. Big chances created higher for Arsenal. 3 big chances created, 2 big chances missed. Higher XG, more shots on target, higher possession, less fouls, more corners. And when you look at this, these fixtures coming up, you know, when we look at this right here, it's probably better to do like that. We'll look at before the Sunderland game. I'm looking at that, and Arsenal should be, if you want to win a league title, you want to go out there and win the biggest major honours you can, these are the sort of games you have to win now. They've proved me wrong about West Ham and Fulham. Go and beat Atletico Madrid. Go and beat Palace and Brighton. Get forward to those next three, in which you would say in the difficulty of fixture, you would say those are the three easiest ones. You know, although Burnley did beat not Wolves, Burnley beat Leeds today. I'm looking at that like all the hard games are at the Emirates. All the easy games are away. One of the best defenses, if not the best defense in Europe right now. Look, they're going to do it, guys. I'm sticking with our prediction. Arsenal will win the Premier League. Liverpool is still, they can still do it. They win tomorrow. It's only 1 point, but there is pressure on them. Let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. I'm out.